If it's a listening exercise, that means somebody's got to be doing the talking. So throughout, Putin's going to be making demands and Trump's going to be making demands and probably threats if those demands aren't met. So what are the things that are going to be discussed in your view?
Yeah, well, as President Trump has just said that, he says he'll know within 2, 3, 5 minutes whether it's going to be a good meeting or a bad meeting. Because remember, initially, President Trump was very friendly to President Putin.
Yeah, didn't work.
Well, President Trump's now gone to very frustrated. Look, on the campaign trail, he said it was pretty clever for Putin to invade Ukraine and put him in a hell of a negotiating position. But yes, they have softened from the administration the expectation. So initially, if you remember, President Trump said they were going to discuss land swaps. Well, they've backed way off from that. At essence, what we're going to want to see is if there's any discussion or movement on security guarantees for Ukraine, whether it's NATO, whether it's other kind of forces. We're going to wait and see if there's going with a ceasefire. The German Chancellor Merz has said that a ceasefire should occur along the current front lines, but that's just the beginning of a negotiating position.
So this
and
is
the
what,
other thing is, I think Zelensky will be a bellwether, whether he's summoned over or shortly thereafter to negotiate with Putin. That'll be a clear indication which way it's going.
So he's not there. He's not going to be there. So they are pessimistic about it. His concern is that while Putin's offering up his time in Alaska with the US president and, offering things with one hand, that he's actually, organising his military and assembling military at the border with the other hand. I mean, is he right to be concerned about that, Zelensky, I mean?
Oh, absolutely. As the Ukrainian President Zelensky told President Trump, Putin is bluffing. Don't believe a word he says. And from past experience, we know to rely on that or to anticipate that. So we've got to find a way where Vladimir Putin starts to believe that it's in his interest for this war to stop. But that's very difficult, given, as I said, his empire-building ambitions and the fact that he honestly believes he's winning on the battlefield and he can wait everybody else
that's
out.
True. That's true. That's a good point. He's got time on his side. Thank you, Michael. Good to see you. We'll talk to you again soon.